Bob! Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here just by myself playing Pokemon Crystal in Italian, a language that I do not speak, and apparently this guy wants to speak to me. So he's asking me how I'm doing. What does he want? Oh, he wants to battle. Okay, so he's on Route 30. I think, where is Route 30? Let's see if we can take a little bit of a... Oh, come on. Okay. He's on Route 30? Okay. Oh, do I have to cycle all the way through? That's stupid. Okay. Wait, you're on Route 30? Oh, I'm not going over there. That's ridiculous. Okay, so let's see how damaged we are. Okay, so we just evolved into Feraligatr. I just thought of something. So in the last... Oh, there's a trainer. Okay. In the last episode, I talked about how I'm level B1, intermediate learner in Spanish, and I thought I'd give a little bit of advice for what I have found to be the most effective method for learning vocabulary. So there's actually a YouTuber that I watch, Bald and Bankrupt. Very interesting guy. Basically travels around various places and just kind of is a travel channel, essentially. So he speaks like Russian, and he goes, apparently, I think he went to Bolivia once, which was interesting. He didn't spend very much time there, which is unfortunate. He doesn't really speak Spanish, so I don't think he was having a very good time there. But basically, he gave some advice. There's a video that he has where he gives some advice about how to like learn Russian or learn a language. And that's, he most often... The reason he has been misunderstood is not because he didn't know the grammar. It's not because he, or anything like that. It's not because he didn't, like, know what tense to say something in. It's not for that reason. It's because he didn't know the word, which is the main problem. You will not be misunderstood because of grammar in another language. You will be misunderstood because you didn't know the word. So if I don't know the word for... like fish, and I want to go fishing, and I want to communicate that to somebody in Spanish, what am I going to do? Pantomime, fishing? What if they don't use fishing poles in that area? What if they use nets? You got, it's, if you know the word for fish, you can communicate more effectively in pantomime than you would if you didn't know the word fish. So, it's, vocabulary is really the thing that you should focus on when learning a new language, because the grammar will come. You'll get the grammar if you put some focus on that a little bit. You'll get the grammar. It's really knowing the word that is going to help you. So what I have been doing, wow, this thing is really tall. Oh, TM34. Let's check out that. So, what I've started doing is, let's see, 34, Buio, confusion. Oh, that's, what is the word for that? Like taunt? Yeah, so that's taunt. Okay, we're not going to use that. So, what I've done, is I bought 2 notebooks. One of which is for Spanish, and one of which is for Latin. So, like, basically single subject, lined paper notebooks, simple ones. And started on the first page. So I've done this for Spanish so far. I have yet to do it for Latin, because I'm still really, I think I'm focusing more on Spanish than I am on Latin still, even though I'm doing some Latin lessons. The number of lines on the paper for this lined paper is 25. And so what I did is I found 25 words. I went through the most common words used in English. I found some website. And I just went through the list, and I was like, okay, do I know what the word for this is in Spanish? And I just went through systematically, word by word by word, and went, okay, if I don't know this word, I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to write down both the English on one side and the Spanish on the other. And like whether it's masculine or feminine. And then periodically over the week, I'm going to look over it and go, okay, I'm going to like hand the notebook to somebody else, or like just put my hand on one side and cover up the English words and look at the Spanish words and be like, okay, do I know what this is? Or do vice versa. Cover the Spanish words and just have the English word there and see, okay, do I remember what this word is? And do that several times over the week. And after about a week, if I can remember what the translation of the word is, then I basically make a new list on another page with taking the words I couldn't remember on that new list, and if I could remember a word, then I'll replace it with a different word. So I always have 25 words that I'm working on. Oh, excuse me. So I found that that's the most effective method. Wait, what? Oh. Right, okay. I have to fall down or something? Oh no, I have to fall down right here. Okay, yeah, here we go. So, yeah, this lighthouse is set up super weird. But yeah, that's the most effective method I found. And just the act of, like, writing down the words is really useful. I know enough Spanish that just learning a new word, learning a new vocabulary word, I'm able to kind of just use it, right? I can just... Not the same way that I could in, like, English, right? But it's enough where if I really needed to, I could utilize a new word upon learning it and even remember it, like, a week later. So... There are other methods of doing this where you don't even look at it during the week. You just write down the word in this notebook. And then a week later, you do what I'm doing and you kind of check to see if you remember the word. And if you do, you make a new list and keep the words that you couldn't remember. This way, I'm doing it more actively. So I'm looking at it more often and being like, okay, I'm trying to actively learn these words. And that's not, like, instead of my studies, that's in addition to my Duolingo studies. So the more studying you do, the more effective this is going to be. So I could even add another method on top of this to be even more useful. And that's not to discount the usefulness that speaking with an actual native speaker can have. I don't have that luxury right now. I don't have a native speaker that I can access right now, except for, like, my grandma. But she has hard hearing, so she can't really talk on the phone. And this is, you know, the pandemic is going on, so I can't really, like, talk to her. So, I can't just, like, go over and talk to my grandma. So, it's unfortunate, but, I mean, I'm just kind of doing as is. I'm going on YouTube. I'm still looking up various things. I could probably be putting more work into learning Spanish if I really wanted to. Oh, why am I using this? Isn't fighting type good against dark or something? Or, yeah, fighting type is good against dark, so let's use this. But yeah, there's a lot of different methods for learning a language. By far the best is communication with native speakers. That is the best way of learning any language. Is, you can't always go full immersion. I know I can't go full immersion. I have to interact every day with people who speak primarily English, and I don't know very many people who speak Spanish as their first language. I know plenty of people who speak Spanish as their second language, and they are a useful resource. But they're not really people that I have easy access to. So, my mom is actually a Spanish teacher, so I could talk with her if I wanted to, but she's actually teaching during the pandemic. She's teaching remotely, so I don't want to bother her with another student for one-on-one time. Even though she'd probably... Oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? That was a bad move to use. But, okay. Well, I guess he's returning in kind. But yeah, I don't want to add more stress onto her... Like, she's already doing so much with learning how to, like, teach like a classroom of kids online that are, like, elementary school age. Like, I don't want to add any more stress to her plate. So, I'm doing, well, I don't want to say I'm doing all I can, but I'm doing basically to the limits of my laziness. Yeah, so, there could be more, but I'm maintaining progress while still technically being lazy. So that's the best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana. So, how do I... Oh, this is how I get over there. So, Super Potion, yay! Okay, so, let's see if there's anything else I can grab. Anything else? No? I think that's it. So, speaking of Ampharos, which is the Pokemon that's right there, which is my favorite Pokemon, I did some searching in between the episodes, and it turns out I cannot actually catch a Flaffy in Crystal. You can't catch it at all. I was mistaken. It's not possible at all. You have to trade it over, which is really unfortunate. For those who've been watching all these episodes, there's like this is like what, episode 21 or 22 or something, which is crazy. Which I'm pretty sure I started this during the pandemic. So, or like just before the pandemic. So it's crazy. There's already 21 episodes, 22 episodes. But I forget what I was saying. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I tried to catch a Mareep in order to evolve it into an Ampharos. I think you get a TM here. There's a whole saga that happened as far as me trying to trade over, and I'm unable to. So if you need more of an explanation as far as why I'm not trading Pokemon over, there's a very, very specific reason for why I'm not able to. And mostly it has to do with lack of materials. So there's that. However, I guess I mean, during the pandemic, I really shouldn't be spending any more than I really have to. So I'm lucky that I have all the materials that I have. I need to not buy more. I could go buy a trade cable, but, you know, that $30 could go towards, like, rent, right? So it's, you know, Pseudo-Widow. I need to teach Fly. I have Fly, right? No, I don't have Fly. I need to teach Strength. Let me teach Strength to something. I don't want to ruin this Pseudo-Widow. I don't like teaching TM moves to Pokemon that I plan on using. Let's deposit the... Okay, so the Oddish can stay there. That's fine. Let's deposit the Pseudo-Widow. I just don't like using HM moves on Pokemon, unless it's like Waterfall or Fly. Those are like the only two useful ones. Okay, so what can we teach the majority of these moves to? I mean, we could teach it to, like, this Geodude. Yeah, let's use this Geodude. So we'll teach that Strength. We'll have to have, like, 2 HM ponies, basically. Okay, so we're going to teach you... I think the HMs are at the bottom here. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around all over the place. Yeah, Forza, which is Strength. Or Force. Okay. Yeah, we're going to teach Force to Geodude here. I guess we could teach it to... Does it tell you? No, okay, so let's look up the specifics for the move, because let's see, do I want to teach it to Mose, Stru, Mose? Here we go, these are like moves. Okay, so let's attack 80. Yeah, I mean, 80 is okay, but, like, I don't know. Like, there are better uses of my Pokemon's move pool. Flash, Surf, Cut... do we have... Okay, so we have this one by the Oddish, this one by the Geodude, this one by my Slowpoke, and this one by the Oddish. So we have all those covered right now. When we get Fly, we're going to teach it to the FEAROW. FEAROW, of course, we're going to keep through the entire thing, and Fly is actually a decent enough move, so we don't have to worry about that. So, Slowpoke. We do need to make this become a Slowbro, which is going to be another, like, 10-ish levels, so why don't we just put Oh, wait, we're going into the fighting gym, aren't we? We can totally have Slowpoke take the lead on this one, so... Are these trainers? You a trainer? No, you're not a trainer. You're telling me to go to the battle tower. Okay. Are you a trainer? No. Okay. You're just talking about the sea. You a trainer? No. Okay, so the battle tower is, like, over here. I didn't like the battle tower, so I'm not going to do it in Italian. We're just going to continue on here. So we do need to level up the Slowpoke, so we're going to face some trainers. Let's see. So I spent most of this episode talking about like language learning. I guess if you have any questions or you want to talk about Spanish, we have a Discord so that you can, talk to me. I post a lot of useful tips and tricks there. We have, if you want to have a conversation in Spanish, we have a specific one, channel for that. Or if you're just interested in learning languages at all, I really want to implore you to actually go down the path of trying to learn a language. It's really nice. You're going to learn a lot of things that you never really thought about before. I know that every day I'm kind of just thinking about different Spanish things and coming to different epiphanies of like, oh, that's why they do that, So not every day, but like every other day I'm like just having realizations about the way that I can use Spanish, and it's a really cool feeling, and I want to make sure that a lot of people can experience that, because in the United States we don't really get that. I learned Spanish from high school, 4 years in high school, and I don't really ever felt that I really had that much how do I say this? Like utility, if that makes sense. So, like, I could say very basic things, but I think even, like, now, my ability to use Spanish, even having forgotten a lot of it, and not even remembering how to make, like, the future tense, really, how to, like, do that, or how to do other various tenses, my ability to use Spanish is better now, even not knowing all of that information, because I feel much more comfortable doing it. So it's strange. Like sometimes I'm just kind of like about to fall asleep, or I'm like in the shower or something, or I'm just kind of like walking around, or I'm just sitting or doing some various mindless thing, and I just kind of get into like thinking in Spanish, and it's kind of sometimes I force it, but sometimes it's just kind of natural, where you just kind of like, let's have a thought experiment. Let's see how much of this like thought I can have in Spanish. You know what I mean? So it's, oh, that's withdraw. But it's interesting, like the different doors that just trying to learn a language opens. Like even knowing it like less than halfway the way that I know Spanish. Like it's one of those things that's like you're gonna feel a lot more. I don't know if that's true, but once you get, no, I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say something, but I don't think that was true, so I'm not even gonna say it. So, but yeah, it's brought a lot of joy to my life. Just the art of learning a language. So I really wish I would have really forced myself into doing. Oh, this is stupid. Okay. I really wish I would have forced myself into doing this a lot earlier. Is what I was trying to say. Oh my gosh, this is okay. This is not going to happen. We're going to switch to Feraligatr and Wreckface, and then we're going to go to the Pokemon Center and continue training up the Slowpoke. So, okay, Bite. I don't think Shelder and Cloyster learn Bite, if I remember correctly. They learn like Crunch, but I don't know if they learn it in this generation. Is Crunch... Oh, of course, right before we get back to the shore. You know what? There's so many like good water-type Pokemon that I could catch, but I already... Oh, I can't escape, apparently. I'm not as stressed out about having this Pokemon faint as I am having Zubat. Wow, what the heck? Why can't I escape? I'm higher level. Okay, come on, here we go. I'm not as afraid of having that one faint as I am as having the Zubat or Golbat faint, since I don't technically need any other Pokemon to like me, except for maybe like Togepi, but I haven't really put too much work into that, so I'm not even worried. But let's go ahead and call this episode here, and in the next one, we will continue traveling to that other island that we have to get to, and training up the Slowpoke. So this is Frakbox, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.